this was all made in one piece. This is the underneath support, and then right here we have, this is the screw that's holding in the computer, which is here. And then this is held also by these two. There's two here and two on the other side. Because originally, I think on your bike you might have this center piece here, but we decided to remove that and just make this whole plate to avoid any debris and any water, anything coming into here. And in here is the screws for the seat. They screw into here.
Allen.
Yeah, Allen screws up in here. So we're gonna remove that and show you from the other side. Okay, so then now we removed the screws to remove the seat. And that is, oh yeah, this is the notch that fits into the tank. This is what we made. It's like a little notch welded into the base, this plate that was made for the seat. Welded this little notch thing that fits into here in the seat. Yeah. So the front of the seat doesn't come up. I think we're gonna remake it anyways, right? No, I cambia. Maybe. But this works. This is an option if you want. If you make a plate here, or if you have, yeah, these are the two holes for where you screw in here to the seat, and then underneath you saw. So this is a seat that we made.
Que tiene aquí un pequeño groove.
Yeah, it has a little bit of a groove. Can't really appreciate it.
Porque tiene que poner el asiento.
Yeah, so then you can.
Si lo pone flat en una sola pieza, cuando lo vaya a agarrar queda muy alto.
If you make it flat, so this fits into the contours of the bike. If you make it all flat, it's gonna be too elevated off of the bike, and it doesn't look aesthetically, in line. Okay, so now we're gonna remove this plate that was made. We made it he made a groove into the actual frame itself, so it can be all, just like flat into it instead of sitting on top of the frame. You can see that the line is, all continuous. So you're gonna see when we remove it, you'll see the groove in the frame.
Aquí debe poner una pequeña goma para que el tanque no se raye.
Yeah, we're supposed to put a little bit of like a rubber here so it doesn't scratch the tank.
Y ya pues yo voy a cambiar mi tanque.
Yeah, we might be changing our tank, so we haven't done that yet, but if you decide to go this route with this, make sure you do make a little rubber gasket around it so it doesn't scratch.
Y aquí tiene que ser un screw para la soldadura del tanque.
Yeah, there's a screw here for the welding of the tank, so you need to make a little space there.
Va a tener que hacerle rosca 316 o 420.
316 or quarter 20.
Yeah.
Threading for these. Oops, sorry.
Son cónicos.
For these screws, yeah, they're like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so then.
Entonces, por donde se ponen los tornillos abajo, para agarrar así.
So these are where we put in the screws for the seat from underneath. See, what we showed earlier, where the Allen screws in. This is where it comes in. And here you can see the groove that was made for the plate to actually sit in the frame.
Y aquí también para meter las computadoras.
Right, same thing here. For the computer, he grooved it so it fits in nicely.
Entonces, aquí esa es la placa completa que está por abajo. Que te agarra aquí. Esa placa.
That's the plate. You can see it from the top. The plate that I showed the first. That's underneath.
Yo la hice en metal.
Yeah, it's a metal plate.
Y pintada en powder coating.
Yeah, everything was powder coated. So all of this is powder coated. But it's a metal plate. That's what we showed you from underneath. So you can see it here. Everything kind of sits in there.
Aquí,
and there's some
para poder
screws.
agarrar el frente.
This is a screw in here. You can't see it from the outside.
Only,
it's only on the inside. So these are the screws from the outside, and on the other side is the same. And then there's one that's on the inside to hold it in from the front.
Entonces en el medio de la placa, aquí hay uno. Igual que ese, pero más corto. Aquí. Para agarrar la computadora con una goma abajo. Okay.
So here in the center, there's similar to this one, where you ran the undercut, but it's a shorter version to hold in the front or whatever point with the rubber. It's like a little rubber stopper here to hold in the front end of the computer.
Que si él va a poner todo eso en otro sitio, pues más fácil porque no tiene todos esos cables en el asiento.
Yeah.
Okay. Que yo estoy pensando moverlo de aquí la computadora.
So we put the M unit in here. So that's why all these wires are here and the computer's here. But we're also considering moving everything so all these wires don't run right underneath the seat. But this is just a setup that we made so you can have an idea of what we did.
Yeah, todo aquí un solo frame. Entonces aquí está el asiento, aquí está el tanque. Mira esos clips que él tiene aquí el tanque.
So these are the clips. This for the tank. It fits into here. You might have to make that. It's just a little
Edges.
Yeah, a little blind wedge in it for that to sit in there to kind of just hold the tank in. I don't know if your tank actually has that.
Que yo hice esto por aquí, por la computadora, porque si ponía la computadora con el espesor de la barra completa, iba a quedar muy ancho el asiento. Entonces yo no quería que tener la pierna demasiado abierta y que el contorno que no fuera más ancho que el ancho del tanque, el asiento. Por eso fue que yo hice ese contorno aquí.
Right, so he made this the same problem that you had, that it was too wide, and it was also going to be, the frame was also going to be wider than the tank. He made it shorter and then made this to put the computer inside of it, fit it inside so it wouldn't be too wide to sit and also to be wider than the tank here.
Ahora vamos a quitar el colín.
All right, now we're going to remove the tail with the tail, the headlight.
No, es
the backlight, and tail de cola. Same thing here. We used like conical screws, right? To make everything smooth, all one. He put screws on like his life depended on it to make everything secure. But you really only need two, right?
Yeah, two.
Yeah, just two is enough. Two here.
Aquí no va a haber nada, un agujero pequeñito para pasar los cables.
Right. You only really need two, but he made a lot. So there's those four, and then these two here.
Y que va a tener que hacerle rosca aquí arriba.
Oh yeah, you have to thread. So you can't really see it, but there's threading inside of the...
Y si la placa que la pone aquí arriba es muy thick, muy finito,
muy
tiene
grueso.
Que hacerle la misma conocida aquí abajo con el cent. Tú sabes, el tornillo es muy alto. Entonces la placa es muy finita, tiene que seguir el edge. Tú ves que tiene un agujero más grande arriba. Bueno, ¿está grabando?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the inside of our tail. There's nothing really in there. It's powder coated. We powder coated ourselves.
Entonces tengo dos luces.
I put two lights here.
De Mune.
From the MU lights at
Star.
Motor Gadget.
Yeah, Motor
right?
Gadget.
Motor Gadget lights. And this was just something else. There you go.
Y estos son lo que yo le hice.
Oh, this is what we were trying to explain before. So, this has it.
3D because
Yeah, we filled it in with acrylic and just gave it that design. But you can see it here. It's just acrylic, so nothing gets in here and ruins any of the electrical components, since everything electrical is here. So pretty much when the tail is on, it's all fairly sealed. So I always suggest filling in with acrylic or epoxy or anything that will work, that'll still be transparent so you can see the lights, but then no moisture or dirt or anything gets in, so you will still it's daytime, so it's hard to appreciate, but you'll still see, you know, all the lights clearly.
Yo tengo luces continuas, atenuadas, y tengo la del freno.
Yeah, so these lights are constant lights here, and then these up here are the brake lights.
Igual aquí.
Right, same with the license plates.
Tengo una luz blanca.
This one is just a steady light, and then does also brake, changes to red. I don't know if you can really, yeah, you can see it.
Si él quiere puede ser una de dos.
Yeah, you can do something like that, or you can do 2 different lights, doesn't really matter.
Todo es el custom.
Yeah, but everything, this whole license plate frame that he made it himself. So set up back here, attached to all of that. Okay, back to me.
Entonces la placa la vamos a quitar también para que vea.
Okay, so we're also going to remove this so you can take a look and see. Alright, so we're going to remove that bottom plaque so you can see. Same thing, same kind of screws. They're all those conical screws to be, you know, fit in all one slick look.
Todo cae como un guante.
Yeah, everything fits like a glove. Everything is precision.
Con los tornillos que son incómodos a la hora de... Tiene un tape aquí porque queda un pequeño edge.
Oh yeah, we did put a little bit of a... Oh, I can't really see it, but there's a little bit of a tape here because there was a little bit of a gap. There was a little bit of a gap here. So we put this little flap of tape because this is made a little grooved here, but ended up being a little bit of a space.
Aquí te agarraba el motor gadget.
Yeah, that's where the motor gadget is screwed in.
Y aquí están las luces.
And those are the lights.
Esto es una Tryon 2006, I don't remember. Pero
Yeah.
cualquier luz funciona.
Yeah, any light works. That's off of a
Que tenga
maybe 2006 Triumph.
mucho LED.
But definitely make sure you have as many LEDs as possible. The
Ahí también
brighter
está
the
la
better.
adicional.
Oh yeah, the can't really appreciate it, I think. Oh yeah, you can see it. Signals on there also.
Ahora si tú quieres poner arriba para que él vea cómo se ve todo esto.
So then this is kind of what everything just looks like uncovered. We still have a bit of a mess. We still kind of haven't worked on the electrical since we just got it running and everything fairly working, but we're going to try to clean it up as much as possible eventually. But this is what it looks like. Yeah, we might work all the electrical all over again. But this is what it would look like.
Inclusive vamos a comprar otra motora.
We might buy another bike for the tank and a couple of other things that we might want to change off of this one, but this is what we have.
Y tiene el burro el apoyapié del lado contrario que originalmente era.
Oh, and we put you can see the kickstand is on the opposite side. It's supposed to be on the other side. Right? It's supposed to be.
Que no es necesario.
You don't need it.
No. Lo que tiene que seguir es recortándolo porque la motora de la es más bajita para que no se le caiga, que ya se me cayó de hecho. Okay.
This is it.
Vamos a poner esto para